ALLBALL TV.
They scared, but I'm not.
They don't like comentario.
Y suscribe.
Yeah, y'all. Get right into it.
Ball suckers. Get right into it.
We live.
Big Flea. Never the little one. Never the little one. I see that OG with the good fresh braids.
Can't front. That makes me want to get braids, and I'm
y'all
not
see
doing
OG
that.
with the good fresh straight backs. You know what I mean?
Shout out to everybody in the building already.
Fix my sneaker real quick.
Wow. You got it?
He had to show. He had to
No.
pick up what
I thought I did. Hold on.
You dropped it again?
Pick up what I'm putting.
I'm
Pick up what I'm putting down, OG. Go ahead. Right?
Oh, I dropped something again. Dang.
Yeah, go ahead. Pick up what I'm putting down, gang.
Old niggas can't do this. Fuck out of here.
We ain't got no.
Let's have a 50-year-old grow braids challenge, nigga. Yeah, y'all bum ass niggas out there.
Oh, that's why. Oh, I see now.
The beautiful,
that's
the
why.
lovely, the extravagant, the sexy Mo's in the building. What up, baby? Man,
Whoa,
listen,
what up?
It's a better day today. Not that much better, but you, the ladies of ALLBALL TV, y'all make the day that much better. Big shout out to you. What up, baby?
Oh, whoa. Number 19.
I can't see.
Fakir Wise. Appreciate you. A new member in the book. Actually, he resubscribed, but it says here on YouTube that he rejoined. Thank you for rejoining the ALLBALL TV family. We ain't mad at you. It's like, man. Cheers.
Salute, man. Yeah.
Everybody knows your name. I appreciate you, man. Everybody here appreciates you. You know, the support. You know, like, share, comment, subscribe. You could keep hate watching if that's what you guys do in the comments or wherever you at. Numero uno, thank you for joining us on Twitter. Giannis don't want to leave. KPJ. Numero uno, we'll get to that. Keep thinking he don't want to leave. The Nasses will come back to the Garden. Huh. Speaking of the Garden, we got to win. Hey, Lee got the glasses on. You know what that means.
Knicks Rehab.
Knicks Rehab, y'all.
Come on, baby Bubba. Kidding me? Big Knicks. Big Tricks? In the building. Where we at? Box score. Don't you betray me. Damn, I might really need a new eye check. Here we go. Big Knicks. Big Tricks. 119-104 victory over them Hornets. Towns with 35 and 18. Big double-double. They were going crazy. The Hornets, they got 34 from LaMelo Ball. Kid came to show out a little bit, flash a little bit. He really came to party in the town, man. That's what you came to do, LaMelo. We ain't mad at you. 13 for Knipple, 5 or 16 from the field. The other kid, McNeely, what's the McNeely stats at? McNeely, boom. He had 10, 2 or 5. I felt like he had more three-pointers than that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 guys in double figures on the Hornets. Nobody had double-figure rebounds. They had 13 turnovers. I thought they had more. They just look like a young team out there. Knicks, Josh Hart, 16 points, 4 rebounds, 35 minutes of action against the Hornets. 15 points. Mikal Bridges had 16 points. 8 assists, 8 rebounds for Josh Hart, along with those 15 points, 35 and 18, like I said, for Karl Anthony Towns. 13 and 23 from the field. 39 minutes of action against the Hornets. Yuck. 26 for Jalen Brunson. Bounce back game for him. He still ain't shooting well from 3. 1 of 5. 9 and 16 from the field, though. 15 points for Deuce McBride. He's been on a heater as of late. I think they say he hit, was it like 7 of his last?
19 of his last 28 threes.
He's starting to pick it up. He's heating up. Jordan Clarkson, even though he only has 6 points, I finally like the fact that he started pump faking and driving more, trying to finish at the basket. Still a little too loosey-goosey out there. Yabusele, I can't wait for it when they announce that you are included in that trade package. 6 points for Tyler Kolek off the bench. him and then Brunson minutes in the second quarter was getting out of hand. Dior even showed some minutes out there. Huck Porty. Flea gave us the text message that I had to ignore. Like, come on, bro.
Grand opening, grand fucking closing.
Jesus.
I love Huck. Huck had good minutes tonight, but you can't foul out in 13 minutes, Huck. Come on, Huck. Come on, Huck. OG, come on, Huck. The nigga fouled out in 10 minutes. Come on, Huck.
Knicks shot 12 of 38 from 3. That's starting to become a pattern, I see, man. That's the damn Hornets. You see, they control the whole game. Biggest lead was 22 points. Hornets never had the lead. The Knicks out same amount of rebounds as the Hornets. Because that big ass kid. What's the name of the kid again? Flea, the 4-time Big East Player of the Year. Only the second person since Patrick Ewing to do that. You ain't get his name?
Yeah, in a row. Yeah.
Big kid too. 28 assists for the Knicks, 19 for the Hornets, 9 steals for the Knicks, 4 for the Hornets. Hornets got 7 blocks to the Knicks 6. They had more turnovers, 13-9. 40% from the field, the Hornets shot 31% from them and 90% from the free throw line. The Knicks shot 47% from the field, 31% from 3, and 85% from the free throw line. So you see there, it wasn't all that much of a blowout to me in the stats or all ball. How do you feel coming about this game? You know, with the news, the rumors lurking.
First, I'm gonna tell you how I feel about you just reading all that shit, and it was the fucking Hornets.
Sorry.
Come on, man. Listen, the game tonight. Can I curse? Is it after a couple of minutes we can curse, right? No.
Yes.
Shut up. Who gives a fuck? It's the Hornets. Let's be honest. Where was this energy on the road against the Boston Celtics last night? I don't like the flex. Brunson got an and one and did the pose. Carl Anthony Towns does the reverse backwards dunk. Oh, I see it in there. The beautiful, the lovely, the extravagant. I was just saying to my mom, where Tori B? Where the ladies at? Tori B, what up, baby? In the building.
La.
But the beautiful, the lovely, the extravagant, the sexy. Darlene Bryan is in the building. Darlene B, what up, baby? That shit little too. I can't even see that
what
shit.
Up,
boy, has that yard giddy hype. That hype train is over. But I digress. Who cares, man? It's the Charlotte Hornets. Like I said, I'm gonna repeat it again. I didn't like the flexing about Brunson after the and-one. I didn't like Cat on the fast break doing a reverse backwards dunk. Where is that energy on the road? Where was that energy last night? We look like a total different ball club. Home. See, everybody wanna brag and boast now about us beating the Charlotte Hornets. I really don't give a fuck. I'm over everybody on the Knicks. Let's be honest. I just watched Giannis fake an injury. He wants out. What is y'all talking about? Y'all can sit here and play around and talk about the Hornets. No. Go get the fucking guy Giannis. What are we talking about? Listen, we have big problems. Flea's been alluding to it forever, and he was 100% correct. Don't look like we had a plan. Have a new coach, new things are implemented. We definitely struggle on the road against a better team. That is a problem. I'm not going to sit up here and brag and boast about us winning at home. We are very good at home. And it was a bad Charlotte Hornets team. Let's cut the jokes. I want to discuss what the fuck are we waiting for? Go get the Greek Freak. What are we waiting for? You want Cat? You want OG? Oh, by the way, you could take Clarkson and Yabusele too. You want Huck Party? You want him too? Take him. So let's talk about the real. Tonight, I'm not going to sit up here and have a whole soliloquy about that until I was looking at the schedule. We're going to have a stretch where we're going to play the Denvers, the OKCs, the Houstons. I want to wait for that stretch. And when we play the better teams in the East to see how we look. But for me to sit up here and rant about 10, 15 minutes of us beating down the Charlotte Hornets. Let's cut the jokes, man. I just don't like how we look on the road, and I'm still having nightmares about last night. Brunson still owes All Ball TV and Knicks Rehab an explanation for last night's game against the Celtics. That's where I'm at. Until he answered that question, what the fuck happened? The whole roster can go to hell. Straight up. I'm not sitting up here celebrating shit. We look like shit. Against the Charlotte Hornets, y'all can have that. And that's our problem as Knicks fans. When we beat bad teams, we sit up here and, all ball is raining on our parade. Yeah, okay, cool. Like I said, y'all want to be second round niggas. I'm back to that. I'm not arguing with that. Y'all can have that. If it ain't championship or finals type talk, man, listen, block me. Block me. I don't want to talk to nobody if it ain't finals talk. How we look ain't finals talk. Please, I'm gonna let you out the floor because I said I ain't gonna go through a whole soliloquy about no fucking Charlotte Hornets. Y'all can have that to yourself. I'm not discussing them bums.
All ball sticking to R&B business, Flea. What? I guess you want to keep it short and sweet as well.
I'm not gonna let him talk for 10, 15 minutes about the Charlotte Hornets.
You gonna cut him off? You gonna cut
Every
him
chance
off?
I fucking
Don't even
get.
try it. Don't you even
I
dare.
know Flea. He probably don't want to talk about the Giannis shit. Fuck that. We ain't talking about no fucking Charlotte Hornets for 15 minutes. Fuck that, Flea. Go ahead. I'm gonna let you rock. But yeah,
I ain't say a word. I didn't say one word. I ain't say one fucking word.
Flea thinks he's going to get up here and talk all proper and do what he do and make all the sense in the world, and the whole chat blazes him. We not doing that tonight with the Charlotte Hornets. Make your point, Flea, and let's get to the bread and butter. Fuck out of here. Okay? I'm just letting you know, motherfucker.
Your man took one trip to the salon. And he's going bananas.
It's all bullshit. Nigga got fresh brazy on bullshit.
Nah,
and I'm usually ready. I'm usually ready for bullshit. He got it tonight. Fuck it. He got it tonight.
I'm not gonna lie. We not gonna sit.
Great bounce back win. Great bounce back win. That's all I got. Great bounce back win.
I'm not gonna sit up here and let us try to break down us beating the Charlotte Hornets when the big news is Giannis want to come to the fucking Knicks. And we ain't pulling the trigger.
I agree. Like I said, great bounce back win. Glad we didn't lose to the Hornets, because if we lost to the Hornets, we would have been up here. We would have been up here not discussing Giannis. So good bounce back win. I'm glad everybody showed up tonight. We still got some things to work out on defense. I know everybody saw. The second quarter. I know everybody saw moments in the third quarter. We still got a shit ton to work on the defensive end. But I'm glad we ain't lose tonight. Take us away, Fabian.
Well,
take us away, Fabian.
We gotta ride the momentum because it will lead to the Giannis business. Shout out to our guy. I'm not gonna lie. Hold on, I forgot his name. We'll get your name in a second, bro. But he said that the Knicks called out Karl Anthony Towns last night. Josh Hart, Mike Brown getting in that ass. I ain't pausing nothing, Fleet. I'm 43.
Hart had to say after the game. Shout out to NBA insider Steph Bondy with the New York Post for giving us this following information. We can't get bored with what's working. What's winning basketball? I felt like we got bored. We can't get bored with what's working. What's winning basketball? I felt like we got bored doing that. And then we started doing whatever. Playing bad offense, giving up anything defensively. Now, here's the line that I believe is targeted to Karl Anthony Towns. Listen to this. So we've got to make sure we are locked in on making sure the success of the team is the number one objective. In those moments where Karl Anthony Towns is going up against 2 or 3 defenders, is he thinking about the team or is he thinking about himself? His own stats, where he is in the game, how he individually can impact the game. Because to me, in moments like that, where he is drawing 2 or 3 defenders, and Knicks' brand of basketball, at least during this win streak, has...
Right, hold on, respectfully, you said something about Mike Brown. Let's go there.
He wasn't. And after the game, head coach Mike Brown even called out Karl Anthony Towns for not making those passes. Why? because it's not Knicks branded basketball. He needs to play better. And the head coach is now calling him out. According to Mike Brown, a post up is a paint touch and a drive is a paint touch. If anyone draws two defenders, they got to spray it out. I thought through the first quarter, we did a good job of spraying the basketball. I think we had 7 sprays in 1 quarter, which we lead the league in. We didn't do a great job in that second quarter of touching the paint and spraying it out. And Karl Anthony Towns was one of the few guys that didn't do that. Josh Hart has basically called you out. Mike Brown has basically called you out. We've seen it throughout the season. When you get frustrated, you make bad plays.
Yeah, you do. I don't know how y'all feel about that one. Comment real quick, because I didn't even think last night was his fault. That shit is crazy. He said, "Cut it off, dude is annoying." Hey, listen, he got some shit that I didn't read. I'm sorry, Tony. I know you being here repping us whole body, but I didn't see the reason to jump on Cat last night like that out of all days. But real quick, if y'all want to comment to that before we get to the Giannis.
Yeah, I mean, we could be real brief on that. I honestly think that was some good content. I don't like that Josh Hart. If that was about Cat, I don't like that Josh Hart and Mike Brown singled Cat out. To me, that was wrong. It was just a whole lot of things that was bad about last night. And like I said, to me, the main reason was Jalen Brunson. We all know Cat does dumb shit. That's nothing new. But I don't like how they singled out Cat. But I do just like the one thing that he said, which I've been alluding to since, Brunson has came here. And I said the only way we're going to win a championship is if guys play as a collective and don't worry about individual stats. I've been saying that for how long, y'all? I was saying if we play like the Detroit Pistons where nobody worries about points, average, NBA, all-star, all that type of stuff, then we'll be very successful. So that part I agree with. It seems like Brunson, a lot of them at times does that, Brunson and Cat. But I don't like them trying to single out Cat for last night. He was not the problem last night. Was he? Did he make some mistakes? Yes. But to me, Brunson is the play that should have been called out last night out of everybody, not Cat.
What do you think, Flea?
I mean, last night was an ugly performance from Brunson, and that's a disappointing loss because that's one you want to get, especially on the road against the Boston Celtics, like a rivalry type team. So I understand why we don't want to lose to Boston, but for me, like a game like that, like you got to move on and go get the next one, like we did tonight. Like, all right, we could stay there. Oh, what the hell happened to Brunson? Oh, Cat got to spray the ball out. All that shit. You could comment on the game, but I don't think the game has enough magnitude on it for us to be stuck there, or Mike Brown or whoever to be stuck there acting like we don't got another one, which was against the Hornets. Because I'm saying, if we came out tonight and laid an egg, we would be having different conversations right now. So I think at this point of the season, like, yeah, we got to go step by step, move on to the next game, get a better performance, and let's move on. Like that's one loss. I know we was talking about losses we could get back, but that's one that, like, yo, we got to move on from. And like I said, Brunson was great tonight again against a bad team, but you got to get the wins because again, you lose tonight, that's a shit loss. We talking about Boston. The loss against Boston last night, you lose against Charlotte at home where we've been dominant. That wouldn't have felt good. We would have had a lot of other shit to talk about. So I'm just glad that we was able to bounce back and not like allow that to, change the focus. The focus is trying to win ball games. So I'm cool with where we at right now.
Yeah, I just didn't like that. Just from last game, it was like Brunson being so horrible. And the fact that I saw Karl Anthony Towns on one side of the court and I get the ball often, I'm the one that would definitely always profess, yo, Cat, go hold the ball. Fuck it. If anybody got a problem with it? If Josh Hart told you something like that, that is the moment to tell him, who the fuck do you think you're talking to, bro? I get $60 million a year. You will never get that ever in your life. Don't even think about it. That's why I'm shooting the ball. He tried to, and homeboy tried to tell him something. That's what I'm saying. Or allegedly, because he wasn't even aggressive when you talking to him like that. And this is what I'm saying. You motherfuckers, they be looking at me and maybe your whole ball because we didn't play ball like that. Okay, cool. I would have to believe that I would have the same attitude on that court if I was nice. You just could not speak to me like that. And this is part of the reason why Cat is a cat. That's why he's a cat, bro. I don't see other MVP, All NBA caliber dudes being spoken to like that, but not by no role player. You crazy? Unless they're telling him to kick it up. Like, yo, we ain't seeing too much from the captain right now. He's under the weather, or he's not been playing with something to motivate him to push himself to be more of his strength. I don't see this shit. What you laughing at, all ball?
But wait a minute. Hold on. I mean, we ain't got to be stuck here because I know us. We could get stuck here. But, okay, Josh Hart is a role player. But if you're being honest, you don't consider Josh Hart a leader on this team?
Yeah. Yeah.
So why wouldn't he be able to say that?
You can. My problem is Cat not responding the way he's supposed to respond. Anybody can say that.
But think about this. Cat comes back and has 35 and 18 tonight. That's a response. No. It's basketball. That's your next. You got to show up the next night.
Yeah,
that's your response.
I'm tired of seeing that against the Hornets. What the hell was that against the Bucks? What was the 35 and 18 against the Celtics yesterday?
Bro, I can feel you on that, but at the end of the day, you got to play the next one. I mean, what we gonna do? What we gonna do? You got to play the next one. You got to move on to the next one, and the next one, he was damn good tonight.
When you're challenged, you meet it a certain way. Like, that's supposed to get you mad. That's supposed to get you to want to play on a different level. And maybe you don't even have to say anything. Again, to your point, speak with your play. Tim Duncan, he doesn't have to curse nobody out. He's straight looking at you like you're stupid when we get on the basketball court. I don't have to say nothing to you. I'm gonna go kill. I'll pass you the ball whenever I feel like it. I'd rather Cat go through his Brunson one-on-one bullshit. A guy that talented, I want to see it.
Man, we established him early tonight, so we did exactly what we were supposed to do. They had nobody that could guard him. We established him early, and for the most part, all night long, he was great. So,
I'll just respond real quick. Flea, you correct. Like you said, we could get stuck on this, but I'm gonna be honest. I kind of agree with Fabian as far as to the point where I'm sick of Josh Hart running his mouth. Like, seriously, I don't think he has the cachet to do it, Flea. Is he one of the leaders? Maybe. But if I'm Cat, Josh Hart can't tell me jack shit. Josh Hart, you had one of the worst series in your career. You stated that against the Indiana Pacers. We had the opportunity to get to the conference finals. Now, I'm not blaming it solely on you. And then a year before that, we was in game 7 to go to the finals, and you stuck. So for me, everybody need to shut the fuck up and play basketball. That's my opinion. Flea, you always say that we ain't did shit or one jack shit. So in that comment where, nigga, I think one of the quotes from Josh Hart was something about, about winning. Bro, we ain't win shit. What y'all talking about? Everybody running their mouth, get on the basketball court, talk with your play, win basketball games, win on the road. But for me, I'm being honest, I'm sick of Josh Hart trying to be the vocal leader. Because when it comes to big games and big series, you wet the fucking bed. And let's be honest, Flea, he does a lot of dumb shit on the court too, as far as turnovers, basketball IQ sometimes at an all-time low. Josh Hart can't tell me shit. That's all I'm gonna say. Sorry.
I feel you, but somebody speak the fuck up then. All right, Josh Hart can't say shit. Cool. Brunson, open your fucking mouth. Cat, you become a vocal leader. Like, okay, y'all niggas don't want to hear from Josh Hart. Fuck it. Josh Hart, you shut the fuck up. But somebody else got to speak up. And that's what we really missing. We don't got no grit. We talk about the Orlando Magic coming in and punking us all day long. The fuck are we talking about? Y'all mad because Josh Hart is speaking up? Well, where are the tough guys? Where are the niggas that's walking around with their balls in their hand, ready to give it? Where are those guys? We gonna kill Josh Hart because he's speaking up? Fuck out of here. Like, no. Josh, okay, speak up, Josh Hart, because guess what? Ain't nobody else gonna do it. Jalen Brunson ain't gonna do it. Cat ain't gonna do it. Where else are the other leaders? That's all I'm saying. I understand what you're saying, OG, but you gotta hear what I'm saying. There has to be some level of leadership. And it can't be, we don't have the Tim Duncan type leader that's gonna they strictly lead by example. Nah, we need some vocal leadership. Okay, then y'all don't want to hear from Josh Hart. Then who would you like to hear from? Where is it valid at? Where are we gonna? When is somebody gonna get frustrated with how are we performing on a night-to-night basis? Brunson, you're not. It's 4 years in, nigga. You not feeling the way? Talk to me. Let me hear you.
But I totally agree. I would love to hear Mike Brown hold everybody accountable. That's what I would love to hear. If you want me to be honest, yeah, I would rather Mike Brown hold everyone accountable, starting with Brunson. But I agree with you. Somebody has to say something, and I would rather it probably be Cat or Brunson or Mike Brown. So I agree with you with that. I agree.
I would, but you see the way you responded to us, Flea? That's what the fuck I want from Cat. That's what the fuck I'm talking about. Yeah, I got something to say. You got something to say. And I want you to respond like that. And again, he might not know how to do it because we see how he talks to the ref. He sounds crazy. Cat be sounding crazy. But at least, all right, if Josh Hart and Mike Brown called you out and you come back with 35 and 18, I want to see this continue. And if it doesn't continue, I would like for Josh Hart to speak again then. So I stand corrected, Flea. You all right. Talk up again, Josh Hart. If that's your role, call his ass, get the megaphone out. Yo, what did I tell you? I want that. We need that. And if Cat needs that, then Josh Hart got to be that. I can't be mad at Josh Hart. You right for calling somebody out. I can still be mad at Cat for not responding the way he should have in that moment. Maybe today, so far so good though. If he did respond in today's game with a crazy double-double, 35 and 18. And flat out dominating the Hornets, even though he was still in the game with 1 minute left. But how dominant were we really against the Hornets? Guys, they ain't coming here to play no damn basketball, Flea. Yeah,
defense, y'all.
Yeah,
right. And we hit moments in the game where we give up 15-0 runs, and that's maybe that's an exaggeration, but I could find places, right? I could find places where it's a 10-0 run, or they go on a 9-2 run. Or we ain't scored a basket in 3 minutes, right? And every team just keeps getting better, get good possessions. Whether they get a bucket or not, the team is getting confidence. You saw the shift, the way LaMelo was walking and dribbling the basketball and the flow of the game. You can see
third
the
quarter.
Am I bugging?
Nah, the third quarter,
that second quarter going in the third quarter, you could just see the body language of the bum ass Charlotte Hornets. Conker Nipple been playing his ass off all season long. He comes to the Garden and looks like a deer in the headlights the first quarter. After a while, though, you can see him start to get in a rhythm. It's because we start taking our foot off the gas, no more defensive pressure, and then we start getting stagnant in the offensive end. Dribble, ball not moving. It's wild. It's wild.
Well, we know why that might be. And we have all heard another update on somebody who can cure all these symptoms, Flea. You guessed it. Giannis update is back. Brian Windhorst, they got him with that stupid pointy thing, pointy fingers. This was his latest from this morning on the Giannis Antetokounmpo rumors.
The Bucks called the Knicks and asked for an offer for Giannis. Okay. Because Giannis said, I want to be a Knick. So people were like, oh my God, he deleted a photo from May where he had a Bucks logo. Guys, he asked to be traded already.
Yeah. So when's it going to happen?
Well, that's the thing. So what appears is that Giannis committed himself for the season to the Bucks. That's what appeared happened. Everything he said in his mood. But the Bucks are not good. This year, when he hasn't played, they're 1-5. And when he has played, they're 9-8. So they've been 500 when he's played, and when he hasn't played, they've been getting raced. What you're asking me is his viewpoint, would his viewpoint change? I don't know. Like I know that he asked for a trade, and then he said, okay, I'm going to be a Buck this year. I know that a lot of people in the league don't think he'll be a Buck next year. The Bucks called the Knicks and asked.
It's about enough for you, Brian. Back to my peoples. We're not done yet. We're not done there yet. Here's some more updates from some guy named Evan Sidery or Sidery. I don't know who the hell you are, but hey, sorry, Flea. Let me put you back in perspective. I can't get you back in perspective. I'm sorry.
Yo, man, go through the article, man.
Thank you, Flea, for rolling with the punches. Calling it even whatever your name is. You got a nice cut. He's probably a scammer. The Bucks would have no interest in Karl-Anthony Towns for a potential midseason Giannis Antetokounmpo trade with the Knicks. New York would need to build a blockbuster deal around OG Anunoby and Mikal Bridges, who isn't trade eligible until January 31st, to make the salaries work. So there's the latest. They're not taking Cat. When have you heard of an All-NBA player being told no? But here we have it. Apparently, if we're trying to guess who the Knicks were offering, it might have been Cat in July that they offered, and the Bucks said no already. Because how the hell would he know that? By the way, who the hell are you? Even I'm gonna look your name up in the meantime while All-Ball gives his reply. You already said it, All-Ball, and people have said it in the comments. You spoke this up 12 days before the 15th, which is the first day that people are eligible to be traded after signing an extension. Some of them. Some others will be eligible in a month from now. All-Ball, what's your response to this? The Bucks, they don't want that Cat.
So, at this point, I don't know who that guy is. So for me to trust what he said, I mean, it could be, I would want to build around OG and Bridges, instead of just Cat. I get that, but I don't know if that guy's credible or he knows what he's talking about. Big shout out to him, but for me, all I know is Giannis wants to come to New York. That's all I need to know. You do whatever it takes to get the deal done. Simple and plain. We've never had a player of this magnitude, of this stature, that wants to play for the Knicks. We've never had this. Love Carmelo Anthony. He wasn't a former MVP. He wasn't a former champion. Giannis is both of those. And if I'm not mistaken, Giannis is the defensive player of the year. So for me, a guy like that averages 30 plus, 15 plus, night in, night out. That's all I need to know. I don't care about nothing else. And they had some reports today. I forgot who it was. It wasn't Shams, it was somebody else, where they saying nowadays, the players, they depict where they want to go. And they say when you have a decent relationship with the organization, they allow you to pick where you want to go. So Giannis wants to be in New York. I've said this a long time ago now. I've had some things to say about Giannis a couple years ago, but is he a way better basketball player than Cat? Yes. He's a superstar, and he wants to be talked about in the same breath as the greats. And the only way that's going to happen, 2-3 championships. Giannis wins another championship, and he wins it in New York. KD, no disrespect, Kevin Garnett, Dirk Nowitzki, bye. He skips over all of them. Over all of them. If he brings a championship to New York and he gets the finals MVP, now when you start talking about top 10, top 15 greatest players of all time, he's going to have the accolades. He's going to have all the accomplishments. We may not agree, but I'm just going off for just literal. When we start having those conversations, Giannis wants to be in those conversations. I think he has a brand that he's trying to build as well. And Wells, with New York, it does it itself. So for me, Giannis, what my man told Nino Brown in New Jack City, nigga, I come work for you. That's the difference between me making 800 a week and 8,000 a week. What's the difference with Giannis and his brand in Milwaukee winning and his brand in New York winning? So don't think Giannis isn't thinking business as well. So for me, I hear all the reports. I hear all that bullshit. I don't care about none of that. Giannis did not come out and deny that he doesn't want to be a Knick. So as far as I know, Giannis wants to be a Knick. I didn't hear him deny it.
When he was in the city, he said he denied it, but we don't believe him. They asked
Like
him
I
about
said,
the trade. He's like, I never did that. I never asked for it.
like I said, this thing is on fire right now. Come out and deny it. Until you do that, I'm believing you want to be a Knick. The Knicks make it happen. Like I said, this is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. I don't know when we'll have this again where a guy wants to be here, Flea. I'm not saying we don't later on in the future trade for a great player, but when a great player says, I want to play for New York, you make the deal happen and you do whatever it takes. Simple.
2 questions for you all, boy, before I pass it to Flea. One,
yes.
Where would Cat be if he wins one in New York City?
Cat will go down. Who's ever here when we win a championship, they will go down in history. Cat will go down in history if he wins a championship in New York.
I think they're asking what place in history, Obo. Damn it, he wasn't here for this one, Flea. What happened to Nino at the end, though, Obo?
That is a fact.
By the way, Flea, before I go on and disrespect my guy, even Cidery, he works for
Y'all
Forbes
can hear me and
magazine.
see me?
Yes,
Yeah,
he works for Forbes, and he's powered by Kalshi Sports. Hey, you work for Forbes, Evan? I meant no disrespect. I do not want my net worth to be devalued in any way whatsoever. Oh, boy, real quick before I pass it to Flea, East Blue Drew wants to know what happened to Nino Brown at the end, though.
Listen, man, he got clipped. But that's not the point, though. The point is, listen, the point is, Giannis, Milwaukee, New York. My man in New Jack City, I'm either gonna work for the bank and make $800 a week, or Nino, I'm gonna work for you, make this $8,000 a week. You pick, you choose. The city of Milwaukee, the city of New York, greatest city in the world. For me, it's not even a conversation. Make the deal. Whatever it takes, make the deal, and we think about it later. We build around whatever we have. But if we have Giannis and Jalen Brunson, those are 2 pieces that that you move forward with. So for me, make the deal. Make the deal. I'm sorry. Make the fucking deal.
Flea, before we move on, you react. East Blue Drew thinks that we're gonna end up like G Money effing with this team. What are your thoughts on the new revelations going on?
They killing me with my New Jack City reference. Lord have mercy.
Pow! Keep going. And the product, what's the latest? I mean, what you thinking, Flea? Because if they don't want Cat, it sounds like the Knicks tried to trade Cat on the low. Explains a lot from him being so confused early on in the beginning of the year. Mitchell Robinson is playing like he heard trade rumors as of late. What are your thoughts on this? They want OG or Mikal Bridges, according to Evan from Forbes. And, you know, Giannis, he wants out.
Yo, man, I'm in the middle, as always, right? I want to be realistic about how we look, but we talking about, listen, when we talk about superstars, right? We always had these conversations a couple years ago about how many superstars are in the league, right? And everybody loves to throw around that word superstar. Let's keep it a buck. There's only about 5 to 7 superstars in the NBA right now, and Giannis is one of the 5 to 7 in that conversation. He just is. He's one of the 5 to 7. So for us to like act like we may be too good to go pick up listen to Giannis conversation and we should be hanging up the phone on Giannis, slow down, y'all. Slow down.
Fleet,
still.
Fleet, real quick, can you please name the 7 superstars that you're talking about? We don't have to prolong it, but I would love to hear the only 7 guys that you think is in the league that's superstars out of 30 plus teams, 30 teams. No, I ain't going. I'm not. I just want to hear his 7.
I would honestly have to think about that. I'm glad you could put me on the spot, so maybe you jamming me up, but I would honestly have to think about that.
Giannis, Luka,
like legit,
SGA,
Giannis,
Joker,
Giannis, Luka. That's okay. That's 4. That's 4.
Is Curry and LeBron still superstars?
Giannis,
I would think just for name and cachet alone. Name and cachet alone. Curry, LeBron, and Kevin Durant are still superstars, or for just name and cachet alone. But the guys that we just named, Luka, Giannis, Joker, SGA. I think Wemby is a superstar. I think so. Already there. I also think Anthony Edwards is borderline superstar. I think he's right. I think he's right there. Right? It's arguable. I just think it's early in his career, but all over the TV, box office, and he plays and he plays. No, I don't think Brunson is a superstar. No, I don't think Cade Cunningham is a superstar. I don't think those guys are superstar level players. You put them anywhere. Aside from wanting to, the off the court stuff and wanting to see them and all of that. No, the superstar level players, you take them, drop them anywhere in the 30 cities in the NBA that they have teams. They are going to uplift that ball club. There's only a couple. There ain't a lot. Maybe Tatum. Maybe. There ain't a lot though.
Cade is working on it. I think it's too soon. But number one in the East, nobody expected this. That's a hell of a leap, man. Him and Durant taking a hell of a leap. So I think they're working on that. What OKC did 2 years ago, 3 years ago with SGA. That's where Cade is at. That doesn't notify your point. Getting Giannis Giannis is, there's no argument. He's in this conversation, please.
Giannis is a superstar, and let's be honest, Giannis will be turning 31 in 3 days or something like that. Giannis has he has way more years left to produce at a high level. Like, we got to stop acting like, we need to be turning our nose up again. Now, the other side of me, don't get me wrong, is you want to look at it from a basketball perspective. When Giannis won in 2021, they had a point guard that is probably go down as one of the best defensive guards in the league or ever in Drew Holiday. We had shooting around him, Chris Middleton, our guy, Dante DiVincenzo, Pat Connaughton. Like, there was shooting around him. There was a couple of other guys that's going to rebound. They had guys that could stretch the floor, and Brook Lopez, Bobby Portis is on that team. Like, think about the structure of that team when they won. I'm not saying that we have to, completely mirror that, but there are some key components that we need to have for us to be successful with that type of guy. Mike Brown, you can't talk to me about spray three no more. Giannis lives and dies in the paint. I don't want to hear that no more. We can't hear that shit no more. So from a basketball perspective, we got to think about how it fits. End of the day, Giannis is a superstar. You answer the call and what we got to do to make it happen. But when you bring that in, now the question is, how do we start fitting players around him? How do we get some shooting around him? Not shot makers, not niggas that can hit shots, y'all. We're talking about shooters, dead-eye shooters, that when you kick it out for three, it's money. They are 40% and better. We're not just talking about niggas that just hit shots. When we can't have OG Anunoby, Mikal Bridges, Deuce McBride around Giannis Antetokounmpo and think that we're going to win at a high level. No. You got to be able to have some shooters around him. You got to be able to have some solid defenders around him as well. He is a great team defender. You can put him on some guys and he can defend them. He defends the rim well. But Brook Lopez was an elite defender at the time when he was playing next to him. I'm just saying, there's things that, we would have to get right, and that don't just happen in a year or two. And the other question for me is, and I'll give it back to y'all with this, okay, is Brunson the guard that you have next to Giannis to be able to win? Y'all feel comfortable with that?
Yeah. I think that's what he was missing offensively. Brunson never had that. Giannis never had that. Brunson has played alongside Luka, so I think he's fine with a one-on-one dude. But I like the point you were making when Giannis won the chip. It's not talked about enough. All the super teams, all the big time teams, they got hurt, they were injured, and there was a little jab conspiracy about Giannis. His brother had the flu that was walking, the COVID back then, and they said, yo, they put it to the side. There's a lightning in a bottle kind of feeling is my point about Giannis and the Bucks winning that chip. And they played the Phoenix Suns. They didn't play the Clippers. They didn't play the Lakers. They didn't get a full strength Nets. Stop. They didn't play the full strength Nets. So we do have we do have an OKC at the helm right now.
Yo,
Stop.
Floyd, this nigga conspiracy theories is crazy. Are you saying my nigga
It's
TheKnicksRecap
insane.
was used to create the outbreak?
Nah.
This
No,
nigga's
no,
crazy.
no.
I don't care, yo.
Hold on. Listen. They said the nieces had it. And remember, at the time, Giannis was supposed to, if you were around somebody with it, you're supposed to be shut down for 10 days, whatever it is. And they didn't shut him down. So that's,
Listen.
listen.
A bug out, bro. He's a bug out.
All right, listen.
I'm listening. We're listening.
No worries. Why would you jump off the screen? So for me, if Giannis is here, bro, the West is still crazy. OKC's looking crazy. The Rockets are looking, defensively they good. The Lakers in second place, by the way. But, don't you remember somebody saying you got to give a coach 10, 20 games, and I'm gonna judge you after the first 10, 20 games? The Lakers are 15-5, by the way. That's neither here nor there.
I only said that about one team, our Knicks. I ain't said that about nobody else.
I know.
I told you with the Lakers, I'm judging them on playoff series wins. I don't care what JJ Redick does in the regular season. They have LeBron and they have Luka. Listen, that right there, get to the finals, get to the conference finals. Then we can have that discussion of Blaze and JJ Redick. But let's go lay an egg and lose in the first round again with those two goats and see what happens.
But I got wild conspiracies, Flea. I digress. My point is this. If Giannis comes here, it's not going to be as easy said and done. Flea is correct. If he comes here in December or January, goddamn, you mean we could have made this trade in June and got everybody ready from June, and you see who's playing like what throughout the first 20, 40 games, and you trade for somebody else or get players and get to talk to Giannis on the team for 6 months and figure out who he wants and who we need on this team with him. Hey, by the way, Giannis went. I gotta give you a better view. Let's see if we get a better view on this. Giannis went down today.
You gotta love this shit. Look.
Yo, y'all crazy. I swear they better not give us a report tomorrow. A report better not come out tomorrow that he tore his Achilles. Because I swear, if it does, y'all going to y'all going to hell. Y'all going to hell.
Yo, please say a prayer for me. Please say a prayer. Look at his face. Hold on. Damn.
I swear to God. A report better not come out tomorrow that he tore his his Achilles. Because if it does, y'all niggas going to
oh boy, look at him. Look. He's jogging gingerly. Oh, somebody didn't clean the wood.
Yo, y'all ain't shit. Y'all ain't shit.
Your man had to leave it to Beaver whistle coming out from the layup.
Listen, man. You know what he said in that moment? I'm not gonna be here soon. Why would I go spend time with the family and hang? What the fucking
man, damn it, man.
Look, that's the Barnell Hill. Look. You gonna be in LA anytime soon? Damn. Come on, bro. Listen. The writing is on the wall. I don't know what people want to hear, want to see. Giannis hasn't been happy for a long time.
They said check the prop bet.
See, yeah, I ain't gonna lie, man. It's listen. Giannis ain't been happy for a while, man. Giannis got FMLA. Listen, man. Flea, go get him. Go get him. Go get him.
This is your fault, Flea. We tried to chill. They over here. They have their own conspiracies.
Yeah, but I mean, we could troll, we could have fun, we could play, we could do all of that. But still, the fact of the matter is, he's available. He's not happy. He hasn't been happy. Go get him. Go get him. And Flea, you correct. If we're gonna sit on our high horse and act like we can't use or need a Giannis Antetokounmpo on the New York Knicks, then we have a big problem. Go get the guy, man. Call Milwaukee, ask them what they want, figure it out, and make it happen. That's how I look at it. If it takes Cat and OG and maybe some other players that we don't give two fucks about make the deal happen, bro. Make it happen. But we need to figure this out. Simple and plain, because if he goes somewhere else, which is going to happen eventually, then what? We have an opportunity to make history and do something special and get a play, like you said, that has at least prime years to play at this high level. And he wants to be here. And I'm pretty sure seeing how the Garden reacts to our players and wins and play, bruh, he wants that. Go get him. Go get him.
You heard the man.
Can y'all hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so the report did come out that he wanted to be in New York, right? Over the summer, whenever that came out, right? But now other people have probably all 29 teams got to make a call, right? Even if you're the Washington Wizards, you got to pick up the phone and throw your hat in the bid, right? Like every team has to call. You can't not make a call to them and see if they're gonna take y'all call. But here's my thing: there's a few teams now that's in the mix, right? It's really gonna like throw some real real things that will entice Milwaukee, like a OKC, like the Spurs, like the deal. I'm asking not from us, but from Giannis's perspective. Let's flip this now. Yeah, New York is great. I heard what you said, but if those teams are on the table, what is more enticing? Who's closer to a championship? Because this is a guy that wants to win, right? So who's closer if those things are put on the table for him?
So let me just respond real quick, Fabian, please. Giannis doesn't want to play alongside of SGA. He wants to compete against them. Giannis doesn't want to play alongside of Luka. He doesn't want to play alongside those guys. Now, maybe Wemby, but does he want to go to San Antonio? Maybe the city will hold that back. Giannis wants to be the guy that does it on his own, so when it's done, there's no asterisk next to it. To me, that's what makes Giannis different. I get what you're saying, Flea, but Giannis is going to say, I don't want to go to OKC. For what? He doesn't want to create a super team, bro.
Well, hold on. So let's advance the question and let's advance the conversation now. Is Giannis that fucking good to do it by himself? Hold on now. Let's slow up a second. Is he that good to do it dolo? We're talking about dolo. Find me another nigga in the NBA, a superstar that's doing it dolo. Without another all-star, without another like all NBA level type guy, without an all NBA defensive level type guy. Hold on now. Is Giannis that good that we gonna be able to say he gonna do it by himself? I don't think so. They just brought Damian. Hold on, y'all. They just brought Damian Lillard in at his bequest. They just brought him in, and it didn't work. It did not work. The style of guard that Damian Lillard is, ball dominant, guy that likes to get it, put it in the rim as well. It didn't work. They never figured it out. So all I'm saying is, like, okay, I'm not putting him with Luka or has to be with SGA, but I'm talking about the clearer path to win. Why would it be us and not if other people puts their name in the hat like a OKC who just won, like the Spurs who have a Wemby? That's all I'm saying.
Well, number one, I love how you and All Ball just dismissed Brunson as an MVP candidate. That was lovely what All Ball just did. I'm gonna leave it. I'm not gonna even touch that All Ball. I ain't pausing nothing on 43. I think he already told you I want to go to New York.
Brunson is a small guard. That's not. Why do y'all think that's just gonna work seamlessly?
I don't see why it wouldn't work. He catches and shoot really well. I think it will be clunky. That today was the first, like I told you, one of the best passes I seen Cat give to all Brunson was today versus the Hornets. I rarely ever see him get a give and goal or dribble handoff and just fake the handoff and then give it to Brunson going to the paint. And you know Brunson likes to go to the paint because there he use his footwork and get a better shot or just make magic happen. I rarely see that, and I don't expect to see that from Giannis and Brunson. And the worst thing that happened, to your point, Flea, you're not wrong. The Bucks stink. He's the reason why they don't stink. They suck, and they haven't done anything. So we can't look over that. I'm not looking over that. But the reason why you want to come to New York is because if you do win, you want to win with this kind of level of style and grace and history. OKC, I'm sorry. they are boring. It could be 5 straight championships. We're gonna look at them like, we seen it happen with the Spurs. It wasn't until Kawhi got there and all that we were really like, and they played a different kind of pace.
So what? They won. Who cares how niggas look at it? It's winning.
You asking me?
You asking me flat?
You ask me what is the clearer path to winning or what he wants. He wants a legacy. He wants to be remembered forever in a way that you can't deny him. He wants to. He said it the other day. Put me in. Oh, Kobe, Bron, Will, Jordan. Oh yeah, I'm about to pass them in scoring. I can't wait to be sitting here talking about how I passed them and all that. Very sneaky. He does his bragging. So he wants to be remembered just like everybody else. And I don't think, OKC, Tim Duncan still gets disrespected. He still gets disrespected. And Giannis has more flair than him. I think he wants to come to New York because he saw, oh shit, that happened with Cat and Brunson. No disrespect. They're not on my level. They're not on my level. I'm a shoe-in MVP candidate just by showing up every day. So that's how he wants to win. It's not the fact that he's gonna win. It's the fact that how he wants to win. This is how they're gonna remember me. And then people over there in New York is so crazy. They will talk about me until their grandchildren are dead. He knows it. Oh, boy.
I mean, y'all both make great points. Free, like I said, your point is nowhere near wrong. I just think, Giannis set a precedent years ago when, it was word that, when guys call him to work out, he's like, nah, I'm not working out with y'all. I want to battle against y'all. So, he sees, how KD gets disrespected for going to Golden State and winning his championships. He sees how people talk about LeBron. And Flea, you're correct. No matter, they still are champions and win a championship. But let's be realistic. If Giannis gets traded to OKC and they win a championship, we know what's going to be talked about. It's not going to be respected. Nobody's not going to uphold him as one of the GOATs, and they're going to hold that against him, whether it's right or wrong. So, Flea, you're not wrong at all. I just think a guy like Giannis looks at the landscape and goes, yeah, I can win there. But if I win here, that shit is going to hit so different. So I just think that plays a part, but also the thing that a lot of people aren't talking about, and we can talk about this another time, what makes sense also business-wise? Brand. He is a brand. They just had Michael Jordan talk about guys and their brands and their logos. Giannis is a brand, and his brand needs to be much bigger because these guys, Flea, are starting to want to be billionaires and turning into billionaires. So not only in New York can I win a title and be legendary forever, I can make $1 billion off the court with my brand. So I just think that also plays a part that people don't discuss as much. But Flea, you're 100% correct. There are better situations where you could definitely win, but I just think doing it in New York, I think he's looking at that and going, bro, if I pull that off over there, Lord have mercy. He goes down as one of the greatest.
No, yo, boy, you killed that. Because Giannis, he be trying to pull off that all shucks, dad jokes image. And then on the low, he has a book. He has a documentary. He has some shoes he was selling this summer. I thought he was selling those. He really wants to come to New York. But whether it's OKC or New York, you already know Giannis gotta keep his eyes on the prize, baby. Baba. This episode is brought to you by Prize Picks. You and I make decisions every day, but on Prize Picks, being right can get you paid. Don't miss any of the excitement this season on Prize Picks, where it's good to be right. Hope you didn't have Giannis going for more than 20 tonight, because he didn't even get back up off the floor. Prize Picks is simple to play. Just pick more or less on 2 to 6 player stat projections. If you get your picks right, you could cash in. Join millions of users and sign up for America's #1 fantasy sports app. Download the app today and use code CLNS to get $50 in lineups after you play your first $5 lineup. That's code CLNS to get $50 in lineups after you play your first $5 lineup. Prize Picks. It's good to be right. As we continue on, let's get to it. Enough of these shenanigans. CP3, Clippers going through some turmoil. Jeez Louise. And already we're talking about the Knicks going after CP3. Let's see what Ian Begley had to say from SNY.
Not much has changed on the Knicks Giannis Antetokounmpo front, even with ESPN's report that said that Giannis and the Bucks are going to meet to discuss his future. still remains the same here from New York's perspective. I think that, number one, it would take a lot to get Giannis to New York. It would take Giannis really forcing the issue in Milwaukee by using leverage via his contract extension, or it could take Milwaukee working with Giannis on the way out. That seems a little bit less likely. From a Knicks perspective, they like their team right now. They like where they're at. 20-plus games in, they're excited about what they've seen so far. Knicks did make a real offer for Giannis over the summer. Let's see how this thing plays out over the next few weeks. And one other note here, Chris Paul, very surprisingly, parted ways with the Clippers overnight, and a lot of speculation about the Knicks. Chris Paul, I'm told that it's highly unlikely at this point for that to come to fruition, for Chris Paul to be traded here. Knicks, again, like their team, and that's where it sits as we wait for Knicks Hornets.
That was before the game, obviously. So there goes that. I don't know if you guys want to CP3 here, CP3 here to join the Knicks. And of course, we can get into the debacle of a franchise that the Clippers are their whole entire existence. Worse than the Knicks, maybe the worst in ever. Buffalo Braves, all that. I guess we start off with that. ALLBALL. Would you want CP3 on the Knicks? Why? And we'll get into the Clippers thing later.
Yes, I would like CP3 on the Knicks. He's a leader. I'm not a big fan of him, but does that make him not a great basketball player, not a great backup point guard that we need drastically, and not a high IQ guy, a guy that's going to hold people accountable? He rubs people the wrong way. Nobody likes him, and I like guys like that. So I think he'd be a great. You need guys like that, man. He'd be a great locker room guy for our guys. I think a guy like Kohler can learn a lot from him. So I think from a coaching standpoint and just helping guys just make smarter basketball plays. We need, how long we've been saying it, we need another ball handler. This is why Kolek is getting some minutes now, because we don't have enough ball handling. So Chris Paul brings more ball handling. Now, is he healthy enough, right? That's a big question. Is he in shape? Is he healthy enough? So I think, if he passing physicals and he still wants to play, listen, I don't see how Chris Paul can hurt us on the bench in the locker room. Flea keeps saying this. We need a dog. We need somebody that's going to talk. We need somebody that's going to hold guys accountable. I think Chris Paul is the perfect guy. Seriously, I really do. And once again, another ball handler, another guy with high basketball IQ, and another guy that can help us win basketball games just by being on the bench. I think he's probably going to be a better assistant coach than everybody on the Knicks coaching staff. So I look at it from that standpoint as well. So I would love Chris Paul here, especially if it's not going to cost us nothing. Hell yeah, why not?
What do you think, Flea, the idea of Chris Paul in a Knicks uniform?
Oh, so Chris Paul could talk, but Josh Hart can't talk.
Well,
I understand. I got it. A nigga that's active. The niggas that's gonna be part of actual winning on the basketball court. That's gonna be on basketball and the actual winning the game. He can't say nothing, but we could bring this old nigga in and he could get us.
No, slow down. I
got it.
No, you're gonna upfront me.
I'm not done.
600 plus people. No. Yeah, fuck out of here. Hold on. Chris Paul been to a finals. He's regarded as one of the best guards in NBA history.
OG, I know. Don't tell me nothing I know already. Come on. I know.
He's gonna read his resume out for you. He played for the Clippers.
Here's the thing, though. No. In all seriousness, though, it solves the backup point guard problem, right? We was laughing and joking about Malcolm Brogdon retiring on us, and now we see that we got a real, backup point guard issue, because Kolek is really not ready per se yet. He has moments, but on a consistent basis, he's not really ready. So maybe that solves the backup point guard issue. My thing is are our guys tough enough to have Chris Paul come into our locker room?
It's a great question.
Do we have enough to be able to be held accountable the way he holds the people that he plays with accountable? He is not a well-liked dude around the league, right? Simply because he's a little dude. People call him dirty, but he speaks up. So I don't know. I don't know.
We need that, Flea. We need
we
a little
need
dirty.
that, right? We need that, right?
bro.
But here's
We
the
need a little
thing:
dirt
do we
bag.
got do we have niggas that's gonna step up when that happens, or how many niggas do we have that's gonna shrink when that shit happens? We talking about Karl Anthony Towns stepping up to the plate when people are holding him accountable. We talking about, can somebody hold Jalen Brunson accountable while his daddy and his godfather is the GM? Can they? Like, what type? Like, I'm asking. Let me know. Let me know. Because we try to win, right?
But
we try to win a championship,
That's
right?
fact.
So what the like?
No, but
like,
you know what?
on,
You real
talk to
quick.
me, y'all.
You making great points, but those questions would have to be answered in the heat of the moment. If we're not ready for that, then we definitely ain't ready to be champions. So we're not ready for a guy to hold us accountable, play a little dirty, be a dog, things that we need. Then what the hell are we doing? So I agree with you right there. That was a great point. But I think that's why I say guys like him, guys like Giannis, that's what we're missing. That's what we're missing. Just that grit, that toughness, that dog, that type shit.
I would want him.
The lack
Go
of
ahead.
no, go ahead, Ray.
No, the lack of what? Go ahead.
No, I just think the lack of culture right now. I saw something on the internet earlier today, and I dropped a comment, and my comment was surrounded around culture and identity. I think if Tori B is still here, Tori B knows what I'm talking about, because I think she liked it or commented on it or something like that. We were looking at the same reel or whatever it was. But I'm saying that we lack identity and culture here right now. Now, this is not a thing about bring Tibbs back, because that's over with. I'm saying though, like when he's here, there was a identity and culture of what type of team we were. We was never gonna lay down. We was gritty. We was gonna grind shit out. You could have the Knicks down by 20, and that game's not over yet, right? That's the identity we had. I'm just saying, after 20 games, we don't have an identity. I don't know what this Knicks team is on a night in, night out basis. And when you start talking about bringing in a Giannis or possibly bringing in a CP3, who are both guys that, like, I think walk with a level of culture, right? When Giannis walks through the door, shit is going to change. Expectations change, y'all. Giannis walks through the door. He's a Knick. Yo, we ain't talking no more about, how we look against the Celtics and the this and that. We expected to thump everybody. We expected no nights off. But a Giannis, when we bring in a CP3, is he going to be in Jalen Brunson's ear? You got to start calling out the coverages. Yeah, I know the big man's supposed to call out the coverages, but no, start taking accountability for what coverage is going on, and you start calling them. Can he handle that? And so I would love a little culture shift, because I don't know what the fuck this Knicks team is right now. I have no clue. So I'm totally with y'all. If that's what it brings us to, I'm totally for it, because right now, like, every night is a hit or miss. I don't know what Knicks team is going to show up.
I agree with that. As far as a PJ Tucker role type, I think as far as playing on the court, he's washed. I didn't see anything from CP3 that looked like he was ready to play ball. On a backup point guard level is crazy, but I do like him. Would like him as a mentor for Kolek and for Brunson. Brunson, he had Luka there, but Jason Kidd was his coach. At some point, that's a major point guard, all-time point guard as well. And Brunson can score the way Chris Paul probably could have scored if he was more aggressive at scoring, because Chris Paul was nice. And we need that guy there, like you said, Fleek. But if you have him here, the PJ Tucker thing would have made sense if we added somebody else too to really make us, solidify us as a championship team last year. I think he would have meant more in the locker room last year. PJ Tucker did if we made it to the chip too, because he's been there.
You see what DeAndre Jordan is doing right now in New Orleans, right? They suck. Zion not playing again. DeJounte Murray got an ACL or Achilles or whatever. But DeAndre Jordan is coaching up Derek Queen. DeAndre Jordan is coaching up Jeremiah Fears. Jeremiah Fears is with smoke for, and I just see every time you see DeAndre Jordan, he's in their ear. He ain't doing a damn thing on the basketball court. They're not asking him to give no meaningful minutes, but he's over there in them young boys' ears. These kids, they're kids compared to a DeAndre Jordan. I would like that in our locker room for sure. I'm sorry to cut you off.
That's just bottom line, because that leaves, I just want Giannis here. Then, if that's the case, I don't, Karl Anthony Towns. I don't think there's any convincing him and somebody pushing him. He's not. I don't think he's ready for CP3. He wasn't ready for Jimmy Butler. What the hell is the difference? You know what I'm saying? So I think that's the kind of guy that you look forward to push you over the edge, to get to the championship level, which brings us to a point that all ball made, as far as and Flea, as far as the team being ready for this. It looks like the Clippers either weren't ready for a CP3 or CP3 wasn't ready for, at this point of his career where he's 40 years old. And I saw Kenyon Martin say, when you're that old, you can't play. And, what can you really say? Well, how can you contribute? You should know your role by that point. But we see the debacle going on with the Clippers. What's our response to that, all ball? Because, with that organization, CP3 he was a Clippers legend, Lob City. He brought, he revitalized them in the middle of Kobe coming back from back-to-back finals appearances and, 2 back-to-back finals championships in LA. And he damn near took the whole NBA over with those guys. So what's your opinion about what's going on with him being let go by the Clippers? And well, not let go, because he's officially still signed to them, but they parted ways with him and let him go home. Which we saw that with Stephon Marbury over here. That's like, what the hell does that mean?
I love it. If you want me to be honest, teams need to do that a lot more. Listen, bro, it's, how can I say? The Clippers need to do that to the whole squad. Send Kawhi home too. Send Ty Lue home too. That's how I look at it. I think they did Chris Paul a favor. Now that organization is run amok, man. Like I told y'all, I've been saying it forever. That owner is being so violated and disrespected. It's insane. They are robbing that man blind. They know he knows nothing about the sport. He's just a guy with money, and that shit is like a toy to him. And they are exposing him and just robbing him blind. So, for me, I think they need to do what they did to Chris Paul, do it to everybody. But if I'm Chris Paul, I'm not upset, because at the end of the day, this shit is a disaster. It's a disaster. So y'all doing me a favor. You still got to pay me, but this is who the Clippers are. I don't even know why people are surprised. This is what the Clippers do. Dumb shit. And once again, there's a guy over there that's ducking all the smoke. Kawhi Leonard. To me, this is what it all boils down to. We're talking about what the Clippers did to Chris Paul. We bringing up everybody in that organization except the one guy that single-handedly destroyed them, which they've been destroyed, but he just put the icing on the cake. Kawhi Leonard. To me, he's the centerpiece of all of this, man. But this is what the Clippers do. I love it though, because at some point you just have to the whole state. You just have to be like, yo, it's nothing you can do for us. It's nothing we can do for you, bro. Go home, bro. So I kind of look at it from that standpoint, where it's like, yo, we ain't gonna even prolong this. But the Clippers is a mess. And that owner really needs to get somebody in there that's gonna handle these situations, or he needs to sell a team. Because, bro, you don't know what you're doing over there. They're running amok, and it's getting out of control out there in Clipper Nation. I feel bad for my guy, Dime Dropper. Y'all know that's our brother for life. But Lord have mercy, Dime, diehard Clippers fan, that's who I feel bad for. But I think what they did to Chris Paul was a blessing in disguise. Listen, bro, go sit down, relax, hang with your family, find a better situation. Like I said, I would love him to come over here and help coach us up. But this is what the Clippers do, man. It's not surprising to me, man. It's not surprising at all. But I think teams need to do this to a lot of players. Because eventually, when it's over and you can't do nothing for us, it's over. It's over. Philly need to do that to Embiid. It's a couple plays I can, go home, bro. Go home, bro. Sit your bum ass down. Still talk. Some teams, I'll let Fleet, some teams get the balls, get the cojones to see what it's for. Sit down, bro. Sit down. So I think the Clippers did Chris Paul a favor, because that shit is a mess, dog. Like that shit is terrible, man. They are an embarrassment to the NBA. I'm gonna be honest. They are an embarrassment to the NBA. And I kind of feel glad. Everybody be glazing Ty Lue. What about Ty Lue now? All the praise he used to get. Fuck out of here. Fucking bum like everybody else. Fuck out of here.
Great segment as always, Flea. Our guy Dime Dropper reposted this with Ty Lue. He weighs in on the Clippers cutting ties with CP3. It just didn't work out like we thought it would. Just wasn't a good fit. Ty Lue on Clippers sending Chris Paul home. He was on one accord with
Fabian.
the Clippers then.
Shouldn't it be the other way around? Shouldn't the Clippers be saying that about Ty Lue?
Well, right on cue, Dime Dropper says, I defended Ty for a long time. No longer. Time to pack them up.
Fuck out of here.
Flea, you heard all ball. You stand very strong on a lot of things. I can't wait to hear this because this is an organizational mess. And I'm not sure you seem to like Chris Paul or just respect Chris Paul. And you used to play ball, of course. So I think, but you're objective. But I would love to hear what you have to say about this since it's a hot mess since the summertime with these clips. Well, for years now, actually.
I didn't see Ty Lue's response till just now, so that's in real time. Ty Lue, I'm disappointed in you for you saying that.
Thank you,
and
Flea.
If you ever see All Ball TV, if you ever see Flea, if you ever see this, please hear me when I say that's a disappointing statement coming from you as a former point guard, as a guy that was kept in locker rooms just to have a leadership type voice, just to help young guys come along. The nerve of you to say that lets me know a lot about you and who you've grown to be. You in that shit too. Don't think we ain't hear your name is close to that, to them Damon Jones and Chauncey Billups. Your name is a little stinky right now too, nigga. So don't think they ain't gonna fucking come for you too, nigga. Fuck out of here, dirty ass nigga. But anyway, like my nah, for real. His name came up.
Nigga say you are what they say you are a habitual line stepper.
Line stepper. They're gonna get you too, nigga. Don't think 1 minute. They coming for you too. They're gonna walk you up out of there too. Fuck out of here. But I just didn't like that coming from him. I don't like the way they did Chris Paul, right? Because what was the expectation when he walks through the door in his retirement year? The last year of his career, what is the expectation for him coming in, right? What was he supposed to do? Were you trying to get heavy minutes from him? Were you trying to, have him play alongside James Harden? What was the plan? Because if it's last year, then he's legitimately just coming in to help right the ship, right? To help get things back in order, right? To have the swan song for the team that he had his best contribution to in his career, right? So that's a little funny to me. I would like to understand what the expectation was for him coming in. It's not like y'all don't know who he is. Ty Lue, you've been around the league as long as Chris Paul has been here. You know the dude. Steve Ballmer, you know the dude. Lawrence Frank, you know the dude. So what y'all thought he was gonna come in here and act deaf, blind, dumb, and stupid? And look around and not say, what the fuck is going on with Kawhi Leonard? Ty Lue, what are you doing? James Harden, what's up? I just played with you a couple years ago. We was in the Western Conference Finals. Nigga, you're fat. What's up? He's coming in there and he's the old vet about to jump on the horse like John Wayne and go out to the sunset. But yo, while he's still here, he's like, yo, what's up? This ain't winning basketball. 5-16 for a team that has 2 all-star level, all NBA level players. What are we doing? I think it's disgusting. They were on the road. They let that nigga go home at 3:00 in the morning. Like everything about it stinks. Whether you like Chris Paul or not, it ain't even about that at this point. How you handle that, you got to handle that the right way. And how they handling that and talking fly, that's talking fly. It wasn't a good fit. Why are you still a good fit, Ty Lue? Talk to me, big dog. Why are you still a good fit?
Was you ever a good fit? Fuck out of here. Nah, please tell me what it is. Was he ever a good fit?
I don't know. I don't
Fuck
know.
outta here.
I used to big shout out to Dime Dropper because I used to support Ty Lue as well. My man Issa, big shout out to Issa. Issa will always say that nigga is not a good coach.
Please,
that nigga's not a good coach.
You know how many times
fight him.
You know how many times I argued on live about Ty Lue, and I used to tell people, bro, before that championship, nigga David Black got to the finals with the Cleveland Cavaliers. LeBron did the snake shit, didn't like Black for whatever reason, fine. But Ty Lue had nothing to fucking do with that. Now you go to the Clippers, and it's been a disaster since you've been there. So while we gonna hold all the players accountable, hold your bum ass accountable too. The fuck out of here. He ducks just like Kawhi ducks all the smoke. Ty Lue ducks all the smoke when it comes to coaching.
I've been refraining. I've been refraining. Regular weed, man. The nigga is regular weed at this point, man. Get him the fuck out of here. Get him out of here, man.
He always was regular weed. No, hold on. And he always was regular weed. That's the problem. Listen, Doc Rivers won a championship, right? What do we call Doc Rivers?
We disrespect the shit out of Doc Rivers.
So why does Ty Lue get all this respect? Come on, bro. The fuck out of here. He should be held accountable for that mess up in LA with the Clippers like everybody else. Like every fucking body else. Any other coach will be getting dragged. But since guys like Ty Lue and he's in whatever, group of cool guys, niggas don't hold him accountable. Ty Lue ain't shit as a coach. The fuck out of here.
Can we address real quick?
$150 a pound regular.
Can we address what East Blue Drew said though? Because Drew is right. And I think that's the other side of it, right? And I think big shout out to our guy Fish. Fish I think Fish stands on this side of it too, where CP3 ain't some innocent dude. But it ain't about the debate is not about whether CP3 is a nice dude or not. Like I said it too. He's not a well-liked dude around the NBA. But at the end of the day, if a dude, whoever it is holding you accountable because y'all are not playing good basketball or you're not coaching well, I don't care who it comes from. You're not doing a great job. You need to be held accountable. I just don't think that matters, is what I'm saying. Big shout out to East Blue Drew.
Big shout out to everybody in the chat, but this shouldn't even be about Chris Paul. We all know we've had lives and discussed Chris Paul. All right, everybody has their like or dislike or disdain for Chris Paul. But if Chris Paul never went to the Clippers, it would still look like this. So this ain't got nothing to do with Chris Paul. Why are we ducking the fact that the Clippers is a mess, Ty Lue ain't shit, and Kawhi Leonard runs a fucking muck? And they allow, like y'all said, James Harden to never be in shape, to do what the fuck he want. Come on, man. This whole shit is a mess. And it has nothing to do with Chris Paul. That's why I said the Clippers did him a favor.
I'm still stuck on Ty Lue saying it just didn't work out like we thought it would. Just wasn't a good fit.
Y'all niggas helped create a dynasty in OKC. Fucking idiots.
That they did.
See, this is why I fought so hard for Draymond. Because he figured out a way to talk to the organization, top to bottom, Steve Kerr, Steph Curry, owner, general manager. I think wherever Draymond goes, that's what he was going to try to do. Chris Paul clearly has tried to do that everywhere he went. And no matter how much sneaky he is, I was always a sneaky bastard. I always thought that, damn, in his prime, at his peak, I should say, he was amazing. And he's been in so many organizations. It's like he's like a lie detector at this point. He went to OKC. There was no lie detectors there. He ain't had none of these problems with Sam Presti, Mike D'Antoni, Billy Donovan, SGA.
All they did was help him win.
Help the team win that they traded SGA to and from. He's the team that traded SGA. He went to and tried to help them out, and he tried to sniff out everything from top to bottom. And it's kind of hard to just blame Ty Lue when he's been handcuffed with Kawhi. Because, if these charges are true, whatever with Kawhi Leonard, and because I'm pretty sure everybody tries to duck the salary cap, but the way Kawhi Leonard goes about this, bringing Paul George over there was nuts. You traded Paul George for SGA. That looks insane. You just let him walk for nothing over the summertime. You're going through this debacle in over the summer with the salary cap circumvention in the news, and you guys are terrible. 5 and 6. I was dead wrong about them. I thought these old geezers could at least come out and do
Me too.
something this season, but how do you do damage control? At this point, you're supposed to be saying, let's not make any news. Guys, stay quiet. You know what? Let's get rid of one of the most popular players in franchise history in the middle of the night. Let's not make it hot anymore and do that. This is stupidity 101. I don't understand what they're doing. And Steve Ballmer, all this talk about people coming from the tech world, they're so smart, super smart, this, that, and the third. They are regular people just like me and you. He's a regular guy at the end of the day, especially when you come to the basketball world. You don't know about basketball, bro. The way you be grabbing people's nuts on the stands when you celebrating this shit, we don't do that. We also don't let go of one of the best players in NBA history in the middle of the night. That's not how we do things. This ain't a racehorse. Like, the way they treat players sometimes is dumb. At the end of the day, CP3 might be sneaky, but we don't know him for doing crazy shit off the court. He never really got the NBA in trouble. He didn't make the Clippers look bad. You made the Clippers look bad. Horrible. Lawrence Frank, at this point, I was trying to look for a reason to defend him, but he is the architect of this crazy shit. This is nuts. He came from New Jersey. He go over there. He is the ultimate thief in the night that's robbing Steve Ballmer. Blind. You traded for Paul George. We watch basketball. We like Paul George, but same thing with Carlton Towns. Something about him, I don't know. And you had SGA there. Doc Rivers, I know he's a bummish to everybody, but he warned them. I can't believe
OKC's about to go grab Chris Paul, and they're gonna win another one.
Right,
get a ring, and he gonna go home after this year
and smack them up. I can't believe that an organization is this bad. I'm glad the Knicks aren't like that. I don't know how far away teams are from being that, because that's the super team shit that I didn't want to be a part of either, which is what Flea's warning is about with Giannis. You're putting all your eggs in one basket, because I was never a super team fan, but I do want to root for some damn superstars. And the Clippers tried that, and you got James Harden. James Harden and Paul George and Kawhi Leonard, these guys are known to duck on their teams and all that. The Kawhi thing you could do, but you got 3 of them guys, Kawhi, Paul George, and James Harden, superstars in their era, but they known for doing this. Chris Paul is not known for doing this. He's known to be sneaky to try to win. He ain't trying to snake you out of bread. So that's the part to me that's like, yo, damn, y'all are mad. You guys are mad that Chris Paul got a big-ass mouth. He's not going to shut up. He's going to tell Lawrence Frank about himself. He's going to tell Ty Lue about himself. Going to tell bum-ass Kawhi Leonard about himself. James Harden, Steve. He'll probably tell Steve Ballmer, yo, you don't know what the fuck you doing. This ain't Microsoft, bro. This is basketball. I've been playing this shit since I was 5. The fuck were you doing back then?
This is par for the course, though. This is par for the course for this generation. As soon as somebody walks in the door and starts letting you know you ain't shit, you ain't shit, and you ain't shit, and you ain't even doing your job. That's what this generation does. We shrink. Folks shrink. They don't step to the challenge. So now it's not a good fit. You got to send a nigga home in the middle of the night. He ain't the problem. How much you paying him this year? It's his last season. He is retiring after this season. So whatever he's getting right now it ain't fucking your books up. Start looking at everybody else on this team. Why ain't no other moves been made? Why haven't we spoken about, like, Chris Paul should not be the scapegoat for the Clippers being garbage. Should not be. That should not be the first move.
That's an embarrassment.
Yeah, but you know what's crazy though? But the Clippers, this can be fixed quick and easy. A lot of coaches out there that's young that deserve a chance. And listen, it's a guy over there. You want a superstar? You got a lot of pieces that can help guys get over the hump. I would love Zubac. Like, they have a lot they can get rid of. The guy over there in Memphis needs a new home. The superstar. Listen, man, the Clippers can do some things. Go get you a good head coach, a young guy. Go get my man Sam Cassell. Get you a young superstar and rebuild that thing and fill them seats. And listen, they can go many ways. Balls, it's all ball TV, baby. Hire us. Listen, man, you fix this thing quick. Listen, dump Kawhi, dump all them niggas. Go Go get that young man over there in Memphis. He need a new fresh start. People may not like him, but we can say what we want. Let him be over there in LA, throwing up grenades and gunshots and catching alley-oops. You'll fill them seats. Since everybody, it's all about money and entertainment, right?
Flea, that might be the worst place for John Moran. Mr. Affiliated himself should have to go. It's LA. Keep his ass in Memphis, drowning over there. But what's wrong with you, man? Fakir Wise, thank you. Fakir Wise.
Out of the league. My bad. Go ahead.
Now I wanted you to say it again for that. Would you say, Flea?
No, I said he will be out of the league soon.
Fakir Wise, thank you for your $5. Good evening. Cat's post-game interviews had a feel like he was fighting to stay in New York. I think that was before the game, but yeah, he was saying, I would love to stay in New York. His family's in, around here and everything. He wants to stay here. It's home. We read that yesterday on the live for Kid Wise, so we get it, but it's business. Never personal.
We know why he want to stay home, because we'd be the only idiots and give him 60+ million a year. Ain't nobody else giving him that shit. Niggas is fooling, man.
JR, always thank you for your for your $4.99. What are we waiting for? Come on. All ball December 15th. He's ready. JR, thank you again for your $1.99. JB, Gary Trent, Hart, Giannis, Cat starting lineup. So what? Brunson, Gary Trent. Gary Trent is healthy. Josh Hart, Giannis, Cat. I mean, if they don't want Cat and we get to keep him, we didn't talk about that. I skipped over all that and not even realizing, hold on, we get to keep Cat, Giannis, and Brunson? Hold up. Real quick, what y'all think?
Saying it takes. We get to keep Cat beautiful. If it takes. Get that.
Flea, what's his words? Get the fucking deal done. I'm not leaving.
I'm not fucking leaving.
I'm not fucking leaving.
Yeah, Cat could be Brooke Lopez all over again. Sure.
The youngest in charge. Appreciate you. I like this question you had. You can't say you like their team, but in the same breath say that the front office made a real offer for Giannis during the offseason. What's good, fellas? Yeah, appreciate it, man. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for rolling with us tonight. Do you think Cat will accept being number 3? He's already
no choice. Big shout out to Michael James. No choice if Giannis comes through here. No choice.
Michael James, Cat accepted that 15 years ago when he was drafted number 1.
Hold on, but Mike, great question. Big shout out to all y'all. He ain't got to set number 3. He could set number 1 in Milwaukee by himself. We fine with that too.
Ball suckers.
Go ahead and flail and all that shit in Milwaukee.
Are we live?
Big Flea.
Shoot all the threes you want in Milwaukee. Go ahead. You and Miles Turner.
Yo. I didn't think about
Yuck.
Hold on. Yeah, y'all want to laugh? Listen, we're going to leave on this note. Hold on, we're going to leave on this note. Flip this. You have the big Cat. Then you have a guy that actually love cats. Look that up. YouTube or Google Miles Turner and his cat.
And his Legos. Fucking goofy.
Oh, speaking of which, that guy, go play with your Legos. Isaiah Stewart and Bobby Poe got into it tonight. You seen that?
I did.
If we gonna get Giannis, it is a must that we get Bobby Poe along with him. I know you shitted on us on the way out. We got a different organization. That's the guy we need.
Bobby wanted to get paid though. We couldn't pay Bobby.
Nah, he shitted on us.
Money.
He said
Bobby Schmurda Portis,
the knockout king. Flea, he shitted on us though. He said that organization is trash. He was going crazy when he left us. But I'll forgive you if you bring us Giannis, Bobby Poe, Bobby P, NBA champion. Huh? When's the next game?
It's Friday.
Did you just roll the weed up on him? Friday Friday night we play the Jazz. We got some bummage back-to-back games. Better be ready for them for the Magic on Sunday. Come on now. So Friday night we got the Jazz. Is that a trap game for you?
Beat the Rockets. Jazz just beat the Rockets. KD had a hell of a game, 30 plus. We have to come to play against the Jazz. We have to come to play.
It's on the road, right?
No, we're at home.
We at the crib. Look at Tony. Look what Tony said.
Damn, already?
Yo, I'm going to bed, man. Y'all have a great night.
Yo, I'll let y'all, man.
See y'all later, Friday. All-Ball TV.
They scared, but I'm not.
They don't like comentario.
Y suscribe.